Hi everyone, I'm delighted to be here today. My name is Neve Smith. I'm a PhD researcher at Glasgow Caledonian University and the National Coordinator for Whole Systems Approaches to Healthy Weight with Obesity Action Scotland. At GCU, we have developed a governance framework for system-based co-creation and a step-by-step guide to operationalise this. Discover can be adopted by other researchers and non-academics alike. Sound useful? Keep listening. We are currently piloting Discover to use it in our research in blue spaces, by which we mean water areas in cities, like canals, rivers and coasts. We are interested in the relationships between blue spaces and health. My research aims to bring together stakeholders to co-create an action plan for maximising the health-promoting potential of urban blue spaces. When approaching the Blue Space project, it became clear that there wasn't an off-the-shelf framework to oversee the governance and rigour of system-based co-creation. We knew we wanted stakeholder participation and that systems thinking and model building would be essential in fully understanding the complexity of the problem. Although our research brought about insight into a lot of great tools, there didn't exist a robust workflow for governing co-creation. In particular, we struggled to find literature on the identification and selection of participants, and on practical guidance on operationalising system maps to inform action. Discover helps guide researchers and stakeholders to co-create responses to complex problems, moving from identifying stakeholders right the way through to responding with action. The framework is rooted within systems theory and integrates complementary approaches and well-established research methods from social network analysis and systems thinking literature. The 8 steps are followed sequentially but can overlap. Firstly, we establish an exhaustive database of stakeholders through known contacts, online searches, web mapping searches, local networking events, social media and snowball sampling. Information can be collected through a survey on how these organisations collaborate, and these relationships can be mapped as a network map. The key players in the network are identified using a transparent criteria, and a sample of organisations are invited to co-creation labs. During the first lab, participants are provided with a masterclass in systems mapping before being led through a process of variable elicitation to share their knowledge and experiences. We then connect variables, devising interrelationship digraphs. Following the first lab, the researchers optimised the interrelationship digraph into usable systems map. The optimised map is then brought back to participants for validation to test clarity, ensure an accurate representation of relationships, and check for missing information. The evolve stage is multifaceted. Firstly, interventions which already operate in the system should be added as an overlay onto the system's map. Then the map will evolve as participants are brought together to discuss leverage points within the system and suggest potential actions. Suggested actions are proposed into the system's map and worked through as scenarios. Finally, all suggestions are evaluated by stakeholders, which leads to the respond phase. Proposed actions are finalised in an action plan detailing who will take it forward and how actions will be evaluated. Discover has been piloted over the last 10 months and is now being deployed within our Blue Space research. Nationally, it is being introduced by Obesity Action Scotland within their projects to encourage healthy weight. Finally, Health Cascade, a European project, is going to further develop it across 7 countries, 4 different contexts and 4 different populations. I'd like to thank the System Dynamics Society reviewers who contributed to improving this presentation, and I'd welcome any feedback, questions and interest in potential future collaborations. Thanks for listening.